Alright, let's reset here. There are now more things I have to do. Not crazy about that. I got a pigeon waiting for me. Dear Father, we have arrived. Etana is nothing like Davern. The vast streets of Hagos expand endlessly. It seems that Sally would love to get lost in here. Let's get a heat more. The journey was tiring, but the views have compensated for everything. Sindani would have made your ears fall off with her questions if she saw the landscapes here. The cliffs and rocks span across the land would make it very small. On top of all these things, there lies Hagos, like a nest, looking over everything. Now I understand why they use a griffin as their banner. I'm really sorry for the last weeks we spent together. Hug Mother for me. Yours, Sally. That was very nice. But also very dangerous. You don't want to be caught out in the rural windstorms. We should reply to her, Sarah, tell her it's not good. Tell her it's good to hear from her. Of course. What should I ask her about? I'm not sure. Maybe the girls have questions. Of course. Let me know when you're ready to write the letter. The North Post is crawling with Denviscon, Your Grace. We have managed to dispatch most of them. Oh, right. Ooh, I don't really want to talk to this banker here. We meet again, Your Grace. A shame what happened to King Talis, truly. But still, we ought to review our business, I'm afraid. As we discussed with Queen Aurelia, we have covered the cost of the dress. As this isn't your first loan from us, we'll have to add 10 gold fee to your total debt. This would bring everything to 60 gold. As usual, everything was repaid in weekly installments of 10 gold. Thank you. Ah, youngsters these days. What wouldn't we do for them? Now, is there anything else I can help with? That's all. The Bank de Florentini is always happy to help. Servant, you have called for me, Your Grace? Tell me what happened during the wedding night. I don't know, Your Grace. I was only bringing food and drinks, like I was told. I'm so sorry, Your Grace. I swear I did nothing by the gods. Please don't punish me. I swear, I didn't know these drinks were poisoned. I only picked them up from the kitchen and brought them to the ceremony. I swear I didn't know, Your Grace. Boy, stop crying and tell me something useful. I didn't catch Hemor. Have you seen anything suspicious around the castle? No, Your Grace. I've seen no one, please. Let me go. I promise I didn't do anything. But the dungeon guard might know something. He has mentioned he saw someone in the wine cellar that night. I don't know anything else, I swear. I believe that now is a search, then. You may go, but don't leave Davern until the royal trial. Thank you, Your Grace. Oh, we got a peasant. Your Grace, my son, a disgrace to the family. I sent him to gather some brushwood in the forest. Turns out he is too dumb to find his way back home. Do you think you can help us find him? I mean, there's no rush. To send agents to explore locations, simply select the location and click the magnifying glass icon. Alright, let's start with Luba. I wish I was generating enough income where I can get another general. I also wish I had the options to get another general. Alright, let's leave the throne for now. To prepare for battle, you need to make alliances with lords. Some lords will provide extra gold or supplies in addition to their army offer. Lord offerings are shown to the right of their profile. Okay. Well, he's dead. Can't really invite him. He went away. He can order a lot of troops. She can order a lot of troops. Etten could order a lot of troops, but I gotta do some questionable things for him. Alright, let's invite Lena, because she offers the best stuff. Now let's go check on the fam. Let's go to the gardens. Yes, Father? Yeah, the wedding didn't really go to plan, did it? No, what happened was terrible. The wedding went fairly well until then, although Lucilia's dress was quite embarrassing. I can't believe you chose that one for her. I'd never let you choose my dress. I tried my best to choose something good. I thought she'd like that. Mother seemed to love it. Your sister has arrived safely in Atana. She said you would love it there. I'm sure I would if I ever got to leave this castle. You would be able to leave the castle if you behaved better. Yeah, right. When you write to Lily, can you ask her about Ivo? What is he like? I can't imagine having to leave here to live with some strange man. If there is any free space in the letter, I'll ask her. Thank you. Alright. One down. Let's go to the dungeon. How can I help your grace? Tell me about what happened during the wedding night. The servant said you saw something. Saw someone? No, but I found this. It's some kind of tooth, I think. And how did you obtain this? I was guarding the prisoners, your grace. Well, I might have had a drink or two with the other guards. It was a time to celebrate, after all. I never left the dungeons, of course. Until the end of my watch, that is. What happened at the end of your watch? I was doing the usual check of all the cellars. Yes, a little unsteady, but that's where I found the tooth. Where exactly did you find this? In the wine cellar, your grace. I didn't see anyone else going in there, though. Well, they probably crept in while you were busy drinking. I'm sorry, your grace. I really didn't mean anything bad to happen. Okay, so we gotta find someone that lost a tooth. Let's talk to our money-hungry wife who made me buy a stupid dress. Darling. I still can't believe Tally's was poison. It could have been me. Do you think Lucella is alright? Ivo seemed very upset. I'm sure she'll be fine. As soon as we find out who's responsible for this, we can renew our treaty with Ivo. Who could have done something so terrible? It must have been one of the guests. We are gathering evidence. When we have enough proof, we will call the royal trial. Alright, darling. Let's hope it gets resolved quickly. I think I'll get some rest. I'll let you rest. I found some clues that might lead us to the person who's behind Tally's death. What have you found? This animal tooth is a very exotic thing. We don't have dragons anywhere near Davern. A guard found in the wine cellar. It could be from a merchant, or someone who's dealt with big beasts before. Maybe take it to the hunter to see if he can tell exactly where this tooth came from. We don't have a hunter in the castle. I'll ask Audrey to put word out that we're looking for one. Great, more money. Our daughter has arrived safely. She seems to like Atana. I'm quite jealous of her. Atana is a beautiful place. The castle is much better than ours, too. I hope she will learn her way around soon. I'm sure she will, darling. When you write to her, tell her I'm sending my best wishes to both of them. Ask her how she is dealing with all these new things and what she's been doing without her sisters. Of course, I don't want to write her a full-length book. I'll see what I can do. Thank you, my darling. To the council chamber. Let's talk to our lovely daughter here. Your Grace! Is everything alright, Sedani? Last week's events were quite distressing for all of us. I don't understand why this would happen. How could someone eat Smudge? Dusty is gone, and now Smudge is, well, Smudge is 6 feet on the ground. But then again, I couldn't dig that deep, so I just covered him with a rock. It's so boring here without Luli. You promised you'd convince her to stay. Is she even going to visit us? Let's give her some time to settle in first, and then we'll arrange to bring her for dinner. Do you think she could bring Dusty? I don't think so, Sedani. He's a cat. They don't like to be locked up in a cage for hours. I'll find a new pet before she comes then. I'm about to reply something to her. Do you want me to say anything from you? Oh yes. Tell her I'm taking her bedchamber. Mother let me. Oh no. Tell her Sally read her diary. No, that's not right. I have very little space, Pumpkin. So I can only say one thing? Yes. This is a big decision. I will come to you later when I think of something good enough. Fine, don't worry about it too much. She will write more letters. But the first one is the most important. Well, come and see me whenever you're ready. Right, back to the throne room. I've prepared a table of all with your overview of your evidence. When we find evidence items, they will be shown on there, together with the information we gathered about each one. We can question lords about the items we have found so far. What would you like to know about your grace? We are in a difficult situation. We cannot be sure if Iva will support us in the army. We need to focus on making as many lords or allies as possible. Our scouts reported that we need a battalion of at least 1,000 soldiers. That's all for now. I have no pigeons available. Archive is fine. What happened with the spice? Lord Eden's request was to talk to Lurs from Pendle in order to fix this problem. So I gotta talk to Lurs. I'll invite him next. Ugh. Alright, let's advance the week. Your army needs food and supplies to stay maintained and ready for battle. The bigger the army you have, the more supplies it will cost to maintain it. To pay the army upkeep, simply click on the Pay button. You will see the costs added to the summary below. If you don't pay the army upkeep costs, you will lose some soldiers. Great. Alright, so I'm at 51. My gold intake is 4, 6, 17. But I'm losing 19 gold. So I need a way to get better gold intake. Not great. Not great. My supplies are 54. Those aren't bad. I need to get the morale up. Unlock 7 additional locations to explore on the map. Alright, we'll do that first. That'll help us build up the army. Let's talk to our General. Your Grace, a nearby river is dried up. The residents have been carrying water to their homes for days. I helped them with the horse, and now they have extra water saved for a few days. I made sure they knew it was thanks to the king. Hey, +4. That's good. Happier the people, the more taxes we get. Lady Lena, it's a pleasure to meet you, Your Grace. And my biggest condolences about Tallius, although I don't like him at all. Anyway, Lurs has explained your situation to me. I believe I can help for something in return, of course. You see, you have something I want to give my son. Someone, actually. I would like your daughter, Asalia, to marry him. I believe this war will greatly strengthen our relationship for years to come, and as a star, I would lend you my army. 300 fully equipped and trained soldiers, all ready to stand against Rodovia. Along with the men, 4 gold, 5 supplies. What do you say? I'll need some time to think this through. Of course, darling. Take as much time as you like. Just remember that Rodovia won't be waiting for you to get ready. Haha. Alright, so I gotta pimp out another daughter if I want a new army. I'm really getting tired of this guy. I'm sorry for what I said last time, Your Grace. I cannot think straight sometimes. The thing is, someone is after me. But how can I find out who it is? I don't have a clue. If I tell anyone that I know, then they will know, and it makes things worse, right? How can I help you if this won't exactly help? Your Grace, you don't understand. Tell me what you did to make someone want to come after you. I just saw a man. No, that's not it. I don't know. I can't tell you, Your Grace. What if the person is listening? Oh, I love Puchana. I feel like maybe I should have imprisoned him. I don't know. Yo, Grace. I hate that Lurze has left already. She looked very pretty in her dress. She would look beautiful in any dress. I miss her father. When I have a wedding, can I wear the same dress? Of course you can, Sedani. Mother said Lurze has sent a letter and that she's fine. Have you already replied to her? Have you asked about Dusty? No, I haven't asked her about Dusty. Can you please ask her about the cat, Father? Where does he sleep? What does he eat? Is he alive even? Yes, Cersei. I will ask her about the cat. Thank you, Father. I mean, Your Grace. Father, you promised to practice sword fighting with me, remember? Maybe we could try again later today, please? Of course. I'll see you in the gardens when I'm done. Your Grace, men with monsters on their banners come ravaging our ridders. They set our barn on fire. It wasn't long before the flames spread to the buildings. The village is still burning. Most of our supplies are already lost. Please help us. Shit, 14 supply. I don't feel good about that. Let's check out the map. Let's send the general there. Alright, we'll invite Lurz next week. Let's go train with our daughter. I didn't get Puchana? Come on. Yes, Father? Are you ready? In the evening, I told her something took her bait. When she saw a huge skunk half her size, she panicked. She grabbed my sword. She could barely lift it. It was hilarious. She kept hitting that poor skunk, but it wouldn't budge. Poor Sedania. She wouldn't hurt an animal. Mother heard her scream. She came and ruined everything. Sedania actually cried when she found out that this thing was stuffed. Oh, Asalia. Come on, Father. You have to admit this is funny. I can't believe she would attack a skunk. She thinks she can fight because she keeps seeing you running around with your sword. I know. She keeps pestering me to fight her. We should end it here, Sedan. I better check. Do you remember Lady Lena? She was at your sister's wedding. Yes, why are you telling me this? Well, she asked me if you would like to marry your son. But before you throw a tantrum, know that I haven't given her a decision yet. Oh, I see. I guess I won't have much to say in the matter anyway. Well, I don't know. What do you think? I don't even know him. Do you think I would want to marry a stranger? Is there anyone that you would know that you want to marry? No. We need to find you someone sooner or later. You know how this works. I know. I just don't think I'm ready for this. No one is ever ready for this as. Alright, nothing more to do here. Nothing more to do. Let's go to the bedchamber. Let's check on our lovely, lovely wife. Darling. Lady Lena came to me with a proposition. Asalia, she's still young. I thought we wouldn't have to think about it until after the battle. I know, I wasn't really sure what to tell her. She was offering her support in the battle if we agree. We need as much help as we can get, but I don't want to let Asalia go yet. I'll leave this decision up to you, sweetheart. The first marriage went terribly. I don't want to repeat that. She's going to have to get married at some point. I know, this isn't entirely fair, but I don't want to her to get married to a stranger. We'll find her someone more appropriate after the battle, I'm sure. That's a relief. It's hard to imagine losing 2 of my daughters in 1 year. You're not losing them, they're just getting married. I know. I'll invite Lady Lena and let her know what my decision is. Tough decisions. Your Grace? Asalia told me what happened. Well, I just got scared and I didn't know what else to do. It was very dark out there and the eyes were shining. I was worried you'd be mad at me for bringing monsters into the castle, so I took Asalia's sword. I'm sorry I ruined your stuffed animal, Father. I hope you forgive me. It was an old stuffed skunk. I was going to get rid of it anyway. You were very brave, but I don't want you running around with that sword again, alright? Fine, I won't. I will see you later, Pumpkin. That seems to be about it. Let us advance the week. I could still invite a lord. We can't because we don't have a raven. I guess we can. We'll invite Lurs. I'm not ready to invite Lena yet, because I haven't made my decision. Okay, now we advance. Army upkeep, -5. Stand, -9. We got 10 in the training grounds. Bank gold payment, -10. 1 for Lady Ada. New inn, market schools, taxes. Alright, so our taxes jumped. So that is 4, 5, 6, 20. Alright, so we're making 1 gold per turn right now. That's not good. That is not good. Can't really do much right now. Your Grace, how is your investigation going? I found this animal tooth, but I don't know how it ended up in our castle. I have prepared a table for you in the council chamber where you can inspect the items. We should invite and question the lords. Who knows, maybe we'll be able to learn something from them. Remember that they might not always tell you the truth, Your Grace. And while we're inviting them, we should try to form alliances too. Your Grace, a nobleman visiting a local village had problems with folks stealing his goods from him. He asked me to find those responsible. The search wasn't hard, and I brought them to justice. The nobleman was very grateful, and he paid me this gold. Sweet. We got gold. You've called for me, Your Grace. I've heard that you have stopped supplying Bronco with some resources, spices, I believe. I suspect you've been speaking to Edmund. He trades my spices with Perses for the fortune dabs. Some call it Dipu Dabu, but it's mostly commonly known for the name of Oracle Dust. I've heard about Redovia. I can help if you aid me in return. Well, let's see. Oracle dust? It has medicinal uses, of course, but also recreational, highly addictive. It's particularly popular among priests and the like. Something about spiritual enlightenment. Makes a lot of coin, but ultimately costs people's lives. I want no part in this. Shame on losing sales, though. Process? That's far away. Your Grace, I urge you to help me curtail Etton's plans. Do not buy any Oracle dust. And if you hear anyone trying to sell dust, don't hesitate to put them in the dungeons. If anything suspicious happens, make sure I'm the first to know. If you do the right thing here, I'll be sure that my army will stand by your side when the war begins. 200 soldiers, and I can help with 6 supplies. I heard Etton is selling dust near Kaski. The first step in the right direction would be to stop their deliveries. I'll see what Lord Etten has to say first. Just don't let that buffoon get under your skin, Your Grace. That's all. I found this in my wine cellar. Can you tell me anything about it? It looks like a healthy animal. No holes or chips. I'm not sure what animal it could come from. I'm not much of an expert on beasts. That's all for now. This is the new pet you're hiding there, Pumpkin? Your Grace, may I introduce to you? The Stabber! Oh no. The Hedgehog. Stabber the Hedgehog. Nice. Why the Stabber? Well, I wanted to name him Hansen, but that name is already taken. The other option was to call him the Squisher, but it didn't seem like it would scare off enemies. Underneath, he has a velvet, yummy tummy. You wish you could just stroke and squish it all day. But on top, it's a whole different story. On top, he is scary Steph the Stabber. What is this all about? Well, Father, do you know the tale of Hansen? Hansen was a hedgehog who rode on the Black Rooster, Your Grace. He was ugly and unwanted, but one day he helped the king find his way home. As a prize, the hedgehog asked the king to promise to give to him whatever greets him first upon his return home. It turned out that the king's daughter was the first to greet him. 1 year later, the hedgehog came to claim his reward and married the princess. It was difficult for the princess to love the ugly creature Hansen was, but she learned to accept him, and once she proved her true love for him, Hansen turned into the most handsome prince with the biggest castle made out of diamonds. Huh, this story sounds familiar. I wish life was as simple as a fairy tale. Yes, Lady Danica always tells me this tale before bed, Father. It's a well-known story. A lot of books have different versions of it. The most popular was something about an old man with white hair killing monsters. It's very silly, but Danica likes this one a lot. See, I will turn the Stabber into a prince. A prince? Oh, it's not for me, Father. Once the Stabber is a prince, he can help me get Luli back. I'm sure she will like him more than Evo. And then she and Dusty can come back to the castle. Very well. Keep the Stabber close to you, and don't lose him, and don't stab yourself. It's not the Stabber. It's the Stabber. The Stabber is on a mission, and he's about to stab someone. Jesus Christ. At least she will be occupied. I'm not sure if that's a good thing. What does he want? We should invite Lord Etten, Your Grace. Make sure what Lurs is saying is true before we decline Etten's alliance. If you could find Etten on the Allies panel, he should be here next week if we send a pigeon immediately. What does this peasant want? Your Grace, my village has been raided by bandits. These scum are fiercer than any others. They have been casualties. They have killed an entire family. We are counting on your help, Grace. We should keep an eye on these bandits, make sure Radovians are not creeping further ports. If they are locals, we should show them there is no place for such behavior. Alright, let's send the general. Alright, let's check out our allies. So if these two are pitted against each other, I get more men from Etten, and I get gold, where Lurs just give me less men and things. So I'm going to side with Etten, but let's hear from him first. Alright, let's walk around. See if there's anyone to talk to. Oh, there actually isn't anyone to talk to, but we're going to go to the council chamber. Oh, maybe it wasn't the council chamber I need to go to. Gardens, bedchamber, dungeon, throne room. No? Maybe it was. I thought it was the council chamber. Oh, here we go. Alright. Seek expert, question subjects. Cool, this told me a lot. Let's advance the week. Alright, we're up to 38 gold now, which is great. Army upkeep 5. Taxes, alright. Okay. We don't need the stables yet because I don't have a general, so we're going to do that.